Unless we apply the golden rule globally, that is treating all peoples, whoever they are, as though they were as important as we ourselves, we are not going to have a viable world. There's too much power invested in too few people. There's a huge imbalance of wealth. There's resentment and humiliation and distress and alienation. And we are polarized at a time when we are more closely connected, possibly than ever before, electronically, economically, politically, pulled together. And we have to learn now to live together more productively. And it seems to me that the religions, which should be making such a major contribution to this, with this ideology that they have, are often seen as part of the problem. Because all too often, voices of extremism and dogmatism drown out this more compassionate voice. And so, together, Ted and I dreamed up the idea of a charter. Now, my first idea was to have a sort of a group of thinkers from the major faiths writing the charter together, because I wanted it to be a cooperative enterprise, so that whatever our other differences, this we have in common. Ted said, well, nice idea, but a little bit yesterday. Yet another group of boffins sitting in a room and giving out some arcane document from on high. So they had the brilliant idea of putting the charter online so that people all over the world on a multilingual website could contribute their ideas. So it comes from the grassroots rather than from some, as it were, papal edict from above. And then we met in Switzerland with a group of thinkers, and they took very seriously the contributors. Three of them are over here, and the council members took their suggestions seriously, and together again we wrote the charter. And it's now been unveiled today. Charter is basically a summons to action. It's not a question of us all falling on one another's necks in swearing eternal friendship. It is a question of working energetically for a better world. And I know some of you have had a chance to look at the charter, and it is a call. I suppose the best way to say is in whatever field you are working. Whether you're an educator, bringing up your own children, whether you're in business or politics, certainly in the law, you have a mission to treat others at all times as you would wish to be treated yourself. Two little things. Confucius, who is, as far as we know, the first to promulgate the Golden Rule, which he said was the central thread that ran through all his teaching and that pulled it all together. When asked by his disciples, Master, which of your teachings can we put into practice all day and every day? He said, Shu, likening to the self. In other words, look into your own heart, discover what gives you pain, and then refuse under any circumstance to inflict that pain on anybody else. Do not do to others what you would not like them to do to you. Central peg of his teaching. But note, all day and every day. Because we often say, don't we, oh, well, that's my good deed for the day, as though that was it. And for the next 23 hours, we can return to our ordinary lives of greed and selfishness and unkindness and bitchiness. This all day and every day. I think it does things for you religiously. I think it's no accident that this has become such a central thing, because it breaks down the egotism, which is what holds us back from the divine. You have to dethrone yourself from the center of your world and put another there. And it is, if you do it all day, every day, over years, this has an incremental effect, I think. and brings you, the great teacher said, if you do it really skillfully, it's hard work, it will bring you into relation with what's being called God, Nirvana, Brahman, or Tao.